Hi, welcome to Yum's Cuisine Island Treasure Pot. If you enjoy different dishes from different cultures, ethnicities, and countries, then this channel is for you. Keep watching. If you want to learn these really awesome donuts recipe, please hit the subscribe button, click the notification bell, comment below, like, share, so that you'll be the first to see each and every time I'm uploading. So today we are making donuts, and our ingredients are salt, flour, icing sugar, castor sugar, 1 egg, vanilla pudding mix, instant yeast, chocolate sprinkle, baking soda, butter, chocolate chips, as well as chocolate cubes, coconut milk, and we have 3 secret ingredients. Keep watching. So these are our ingredients here, and now let's get started with our donuts. So first we are gonna create our store-bought pudding mix, and that's by adding some cold coconut milk. The ingredients will be listed in the description box below. Some vanilla extract. Just give that a stir. And our store-bought pudding mix, I'm using the vanilla flavor. So you just want to combine that, getting all the lumps out of that. As you can see, it's thickening up into the lovely paste that we want. So you can use full cream milk, totally fine. I'm just using coconut milk for extra flavor. So we're gonna set this aside. Now let's work on the yeast. So I have here 1/4 teaspoon salt, which I've added to my sweetened condensed milk, secret number 1, and my instant yeast. And now my condensed milk is lukewarm, not hot, not too cold, lukewarm. And I'm just going to leave this here to get activated. So it's visible that bubbles are in here, which is an indication that the yeast is activated and ready. So we have our flour here, secret number 2 and 3, nutmeg and cinnamon. This is what is going to give your donuts that donut taste that you love and crave. Incorporate that into your flour. Now I'm going to add some castor sugar. Because we used sweetened condensed milk with our yeast, we are only putting 2 tablespoons of the castor sugar with the flour. I'm going to add 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda. Not baking powder, guys, baking soda. I'm forming my well to incorporate my wet ingredients. So my wet ingredients, I have here my egg, and to this I'm adding some vanilla extract, as well as some lemon juice to get a bit of the rank taste out of the egg. And you just want to whisk that together. So now I'm gonna add my yeast, my activated yeast mix, as well as my egg, and my melted butter. You want to incorporate that, pulling the flour from the edges with your fork, so it's like a whirlpool. You're just moving in a circular motion until all the flour is incorporated. If you need more, you can add, because we know different flour absorbs liquid differently. So now, as we can see here, I form my dough ball. and I'm just gonna add some oil on the surface to prevent it from cracking on the top or around. And then I'm gonna set this aside for approximately 15 minutes, and then I'm gonna come back. So 15 minutes is long gone, guys, and now I'm going to work this dough. I don't know, but I just love playing with dough. So when you work the dough, you don't want to knead too much because you don't want the texture of your dough to become dense. So you're just working, you're squeezing, and you're rolling back and forth. Squeeze, roll back and forth, or stretch and fold. And you do this for approximately 10 to 15 minutes until the dough is very elastic and you can see your fingers in the back. As you can see, it's not ready yet. So it's more elastic now. It's where it needs to be at this point. Or you look for a spongy dough. When you press your fingers into it, it springs back. That's another indication that your dough is ready. And as you can see here, my dough is ready. So I'm just gonna set this aside once more. This time I'm leaving it to double in size, or for an hour to an hour and a half for maximum rise. So I'm back, and my dough, as you can see, has doubled in size. And now I'm gonna roll it out and get my donuts shaped. You just want to sprinkle your work surface with some flour. And then get that dough onto the surface. With your rolling pin or your bottle or your hands, you want to roll this dough out to 1/2 inch thickness. And don't worry about the shape of your dough, because we are going to cut circles and then we're going to reshape and roll again and cut again. So I'm using a cover for something. You can use a cookie cutter, that's fine, or anything that's sharp with this circular shape. I'm also going to be using, as my another tool, a smaller cover for something else, which I'm going to cut out the inner circles with. And there you have it. Our donuts are shaped. Another way is by cutting your dough balls into smaller pieces and forming them into circles. You want to roll them out to 1/2 inch thickness once more, and then you're going to just use your finger and punch a hole into the dough, and you want to just stretch that out in a circular motion so that the hole in the center widens, and you repeat that for the rest of the balls. You can use the cork also to cut out the center. So here I have my hot oil, and my donuts have been rising once more for 30 minutes and they're ready now. So I'm just placing them into this oil. Now you don't want your oil really hot, you want your oil to be on low heat because they're going to scorch up and you don't want burnt donuts. So you put it on low heat, make sure that it's on low heat, and then you're gonna have to flip these really quickly. I'm using a skewer to flip mine because I don't want to interrupt the shape. I want to keep the form, and you want to monitor these because they turn really fast. They get golden really quickly. So I'm done with the frying of the dough. Now let's get on to the glaze. So I have here my icing sugar and another secret ingredient, the golden syrup and some vanilla extract. Also I have here some more coconut milk, which I'm adding to my glaze instead of water or full cream milk. You can use either. Now that my glaze is finished, I'm separating it into two parts. One I'm keeping white, and to this I'm adding some red food coloring. You can add any color you desire. And you don't want to add the liquid food coloring here because it's gonna make your glaze more runny, and you don't want your glaze to be too thin. You can use the gel food coloring as well. I have here my chocolate, and I'm gonna get this melted in the microwave. Now that everything is ready, let's get coating. Now here is where we get creative. You can do absolutely anything with these. So I'm dipping some in white glaze, and now you can double glaze. You can do one coating if you choose to. It depends on how thick you want your glaze to be on the donut. I'm getting some pink glaze onto that one, and then I'm gonna do chocolate, and we're gonna interlock. And when I'm finished with the white, I'm gonna put some green to get some colors. So just go wild, go crazy, and be creative. So I have here some chocolate sprinkles, and I'm just gonna dress it up, you know, glam it up a bit. You can use anything you want to on these. Be creative. You could use nuts, you name it. You know, just be creative. You know, get me designer, my Picasso on. Yes. Don't laugh me, guys. So these donuts are the ones that are gonna get the filling inside. So I'm using my pudding. I'm using a skewer, and I'm just making room for the filling inside, and then I'm just gonna pipe the pudding into this donut, and of course we are gonna put glaze on top of this, so it's double the fun. So this is a good time to include your kids. This is a recipe that your kids gonna love creating with you, making their own designs, putting tons of glaze on their donuts, more glaze than donuts. But it's gonna be a fun activity for the family. So this is the results here, guys. Picasso did it. Yes. And now it's time to enjoy. So don't forget to give this video a huge thumbs up. Please, please, please leave a comment down below if you enjoyed this video. Like, share, and no, I'm not a bully. and just tell everybody about it. Now go keep that huge party, invite all your friends and let them know where you found this recipe. Thanks again. Bye.